a lot of different energy coming through. So we're just going to see what the cards are talking about. I'm getting like third party energy, like throuple, threesome. Do you? A lot of Twilight references. This is the skin of a killer, Bella. So yeah, let's see. It's funny that that's the line that I chose. There was a lot of lines from Twilight going through my head. It's so funny that that's the line I chose to go with. We've got our favorite little problematic purple cards. Liar. Give it time. Someone's like not telling the truth about something. Health at the bottom here. Could be health issues. You can maybe feel as though they were going through something and they didn't want to tell you. Someone else close to them. So you've got, they'll be back, someone else in vacation. So maybe it's someone else close to them. I did say third party situation. Doesn't always mean like cheating or anything like that. Like maybe someone like within their sphere, water sign, either them or the person, is having some health issues. And so that's why this needed to rest. This needed like some space. And maybe they're coming back around. And maybe they want like a little vacation. Probably not right away, but they want to take a little trip with you. Patience and intuition. So this is something that's clearly taking a lot of time. Mercury retrograde here. This could be like restarting, energy refreshing. Mercury retrograde started today. Clearly, this is something, 2-time cards, clearly this is something that was being washed over for one reason or another. And deep down, you know what it is. But clearly you also probably like needed a little bit of check-in, wondering where they're at. Because I was getting, before I really sat down to do this, I was having a hard time breathing. And it's like this like anticipation, right? Like gasping for air, but like also like, when is it gonna come, right? Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck there. And the first thing that I wanted to say with that, literally like crafting things, like give it time, things take time. The first thing that I was gonna say with that, with not being able to catch my breath, is if you're waiting on this, right? Like waited on like bated breath, it's probably not your time just yet. You're probably not ready just yet, right? Because that's just like coming from a place of lack. Like you should be like focused on yourself at this time. So let's just see what is your current energy. What's the current energy of the collective watching? Knight of Swords. Either racing thoughts or just, again, like anticipating this energy. And it could just be that you're anticipating this, right? Like you sort of know this is coming. It's kind of funny that's the only card that flipped over. Okay, Justice. Queen of Wands. Seven of Swords. I don't know that that's... Well, hold on. That's not necessarily... Strength. Yeah, actually. You know what I'm getting? This... Oh, I know what collective this is. My Wizards of Waverly Place collective. Tongue-tied also. Like, you could be, like, kind of tongue-tied when this comes in. Everything's not what it seems, right? We've got Knight of Swords, so signaling incoming communication. And then the other three were flipped over. So they were face down. Justice, Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords. So it's just like, I don't know, like sit pretty, like sit, like, I hate to be like that person, but like sit in your feminine energy, you know, like just receive. Let this come to you. Let your energy like magnetize this to you, not you trying to do it, right? Like siren energy. I mean, well, siren energy could go either way. They call in, but also some, you know, sometimes people are just like magnetized to them without them really even trying. Let your strength speak for itself. And let's see what their current energy is. Brindvart, Divine Spirit. What's the current energy of the person attached to collective? Please and thank you. Guys, this is actually kind of cute. Ooh. We're gonna clarify that one. Okay, hold on. There, and it makes sense because Page of Cups was the first thing that came out, right? Page of Cups, Temperance, Five of Cups. So clearly, this is a new energy that they're embodying, a new perspective on love, a new outlook on love, right? Like moving through love differently, listening to their inner voice more, kind of just like an openness, a youthfulness to them, dreaming about like what could be as things in their life, and really like their ability to emotionally regulate balances out here with Temperance from this grief, sadness, which makes me think that maybe someone, I hate to say this, like maybe like passed away. Because that's some really like heavy, you know, energy. It's like grief. But then we also have Six of Cups came out sideways with like reverse tilting up a little more. So we're gonna kind of like take it that way. And then we have Two of Swords. So, which isn't bad. So it's like they're like heavily in the past. Maybe as it pertains to you, maybe this sudden loss of theirs, however it actually looks, maybe it triggered their feelings for you, memories of you, made them kind of nostalgic. And I'm getting that was kind of unexpected for them. Here with like the Two of Swords, because they're, you know, they're kind of like frozen. But Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. We did just say, hold on. That's okay. That's why I was getting passing, because we just said like taking care of someone else, like health, but they'll be back. Clearly confused. Like confused in the sense of indecisive. Which way are they gonna go, right? What path are they going to choose here? And it looks like it's going to be one of courage. I'm not going to lie, because Ace of Cups upright was at the bottom of the deck there. But let's see. You know, let's get some more, excuse me, confirmation burp. Let's get some more into this energy. Let's see. Just, hello. Specifically their energy. Page of Cups. Temperance. Okay, yeah. So this is had to germinate, because under the Page of Cups we have the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Coins, whatever. So it's like, you know, they had some stuff going on. And it's funny, I almost went for this deck, but I figured I'd use it last. And the Knight of Pentacles is at the bottom, and I have it sitting like upright, right? Slow as night in the deck here. this needs to take time. This needs to take some time, and it has taken some time. And it's like the payoff, right? King of Swords. Kind of like they can like logically see things for what they are now, and that is what's bringing them into this sense of like balance and harmony. There was so much chaos in their life, kind of like what I'm getting with that. Like there's just so much chaos in their life that it was hard to know where exactly that chaos was coming from. Five of Cups. I don't fully understand, but you know, it's not for me. Yeah. The Devil clarifying Five of Cups there. Yeah. They had some stuff they were battling with. So it could be that there were a lot of negative emotions maybe attached to this person with health issues, or surrounding it, like, you know, familial troubles is kind of what I'm getting with that. And so that could be why it was so hard for them to see, literally, like, because justice and, well, you're coming out as justice, but it's like in your energy. But Two of Swords here, it's like that's what kept them trapped. Six of Cups reversed. It's nostalgic energy. Every time I see Six of Cups, especially reverse, it's like run it back. Yeah, I'm heavily getting that this had something to do with like some sort of family thing, because clarifying the Six of Cups reverse is the Queen of Swords. So like being nostalgic, reviewing the past, like memories of you being this like mentally strong person who like sits in their truth, speaks the truth, which would tie into them not understanding before, like which way was up and everything that they were dealing with, and why it took so long for them to kind of come into this like page energy, this new embodiment of how they show up in love, right? Literally, yeah, test of faith at the bottom of the deck there. Two of Swords. Probably tested both of your faith, like their faith in themselves and your faith within like in this connection. Yeah, Two of Swords, which makes sense because we had the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck when we pulled the Two of Swords. So like Two of Swords clarified by the King of Wands. So there is still like a bit of indecision here, but on the heels of that is coming this clarity, this charting a course, this like charming, charismatic leader coming in to steer this into a better direction after some intense soul searching. Yeah. Let's see how you should handle this. This is I'm winging it. Divine Spirit, how should this collective handle this incoming person? Oh, you should like kind of what I'm getting is like treat it from scratch, like fresh start. Yeah, like put the past behind you. So we've got Page of Coins, Hierophant, Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands. So like offer it progression. And then the Five of Cups reversed. Five of Pentacles reversed. Five of Cups was there. Duh. And this like moon card, waning moon, which I'm just gonna read it. Gaining wisdom, timing, 3 to 4 weeks. Like, so this is coming like within 3 to 4 weeks. Actually, whenever timing cards come out, I've set the intention that it speaks to, like, the first timing card speaks to what has been happening, and then if another timing card comes out, then it's forward. That's how I've always done readings with this deck specifically. So actually it would be the past 3 to 4 weeks. Reevaluating your plans, cultivating a sense of patience, and a new perspective. Which would make sense why you are taking, like, why you've had this, like, page energy. So that's how you should handle it. You should refer to what you've been doing for the last 3 or 4 weeks, like the lessons that you've been learning, how you've been coming into self, right? Kind of take this as good news, as a renewal, as like a righting of wrongs, but not from like a superiority place. And understand for yourself that this was all like a test of faith. So that's why you need to like put your daggers down. So I had to impromptu pause because someone like came rushing through the door. So, and then your energy was the Knight of Swords with rushing communication. So as I was pausing, I was thinking here, well, okay, what's the point of this, right? They both got like good energy for the most part. So what was coming up with this? And it was like the renewal thing, renewal. And as I started shuffling this and stopped, open your heart, like at the bottom of the deck there. So clearly a lot of things happened within this. And though you're being asked to, I'm getting like a beginner's mindset. Like, I feel like this is like the beginning, a refresh, right? Like, guided to kind of tap into what was going on in this connection that sort of caused it to fail. So this might just be a thing of helping you discern whether or not this reading is for you. Divine Spirit, what's going on in this connection before its collapse? Collapse is such a strong word to use. Okay, we have chemistry, lots of chemistry, attraction, spark, passion. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Yeah, fiery, passionate individuals. But pride was the thing here. It almost seems as though, like, even though there was this intense chemistry between the two of you, one or both of you had a hard time like nourishing this relationship. And I would err on the side of believing that it's likely the person who was dealing with someone with health issues, right? Kind of self-interested, except them being self-interested had a lot more to do with what they had going on, whether you knew that or not. Leaving both of you very conflicted. Almost like unequal give and take, leading to a lot of like sorrow. That's very deep. That's very deep sadness, right? So this isn't just like, oh, I'm sad, like whatever. This is like deep ache, deep like anguish, right? Like loss, grief, depression. So it also could have been that this person was grieving this, whatever was happening with this person's health, grieving that internally, a lot of sorrow over that, and it bled into the relationship. But they didn't say that. Here it conflicted hot and cold, right? Like multiple choices. There's multiple ways that they could have handled this, and they chose pride instead of being honest. Anything else on what happened in the connection? I don't think this is. So I would also say now they were probably reflecting on that sorrow, and now it's also towards you, right? Because like thinking came out, desiring, missing you, craving. That pride now has them in sorrow over you, but also kind of thinking sorrow over you. Oh, this reaffirms because they feel like you're better off. They feel like you're better off, right? Like that's the perspective that they've taken. They missed you. They wanted you. They loved you. But with everything that they were dealing with, their pride got in the way of them being able to be honest about that, be vulnerable about that, and so when this started to crumble, even though they were always thinking of you, you were never far from their mind. It's like what I'm getting with that. They like with perspective, they thought you were better off. So it's just like they just let this go off into the sea. They just let this like drift away and crumble. And that is why this at the bottom of the deck here again, that's why you need to open your heart, because and them too, clearly, with like being able to be upfront about their emotions, like what they're feeling, what they're experiencing. Because however they acted towards you, that's why I was getting was this Waverly Place. However it is that they acted towards you, like it's not what it seems. It's not at all what it seems. And so you're being guided to like open your heart here. What's coming towards this collective? Or rather, so asking what's coming towards this collective. Peace. Oh, they want to bring you peace. How is this person approaching the collective? Hold on. Ooh. Okay. When I say a lot of dark cards just came out when I asked how this person's approaching the collective, we got abandoned, clinging, shallow, past lives, like repeated mistakes, karmic lessons, all of that, conflict. Whoa. So we go from peace to all of these, like, and look, all of them are gray. All of them are like gray, dull, and lifeless. Probably how they approached you, right? Like handled this relationship. And with clinging here, I'm kind of getting like maybe in the relationship they were not, again, not their best selves, and because they had so much going on, they weren't able to be as attentive to you, so they were wondering if you were like stepping out on them, which also probably contributed to them like abandoning you. I'm getting like leaving, like hurting you before you could hurt them, and that caused like a lot of conflict, a lot of like repeated patterns for both of you and how you showed up in the relationship, leading to a very like shallow relationship. They're clearly coming in to rectify all of this with bringing peace, because we also have hoping and healing. So they're hoping that you can like see that they're reformed and here to bring you peace, right? Be a place of peace for you, and hoping that they're, you know, that you see their healing and that you see that they've moved on from all of this, and having faith in them once more. Now let's see. Even though they ran, that makes me sad. That makes me sad. That was a bit heavy. See, that's why I said we weren't gonna spend too much time into that. Let's see how Spirit sees this connection. Just to help you open your heart. That's actually the entire point of that. We're gonna pull tarot and we're gonna pull these again. Spirit, how do you see this connection? Please and thank you. Only 3 of these, please. Spirit sees that this has depth, that this is something of importance. This is valuable. Valuable? Did I just say that weirdly? They see the confusion, the uncertainty, and the karmic lessons that are associated with the 2 of you, because we had depth, confusion, and karma coming out here. So this is just, you know, cause and effect. It's almost like you both needed to go through this journey. With such emphasis being placed on you, like open your heart, it's likely that you're a person who, along with them, because if this is your person, this is a counterpart reading, right? So along with them, you would be a person who struggles with vulnerability, which would mean that no matter what, when you cut someone off, like you cut them off, you shut down, you close off your heart, you cut them off, which would mean that a lesson for you would be to lean into forgiveness, learn to open your heart again, learning to trust and be vulnerable as well, along with them, learning to see the depth in something, see past the confusion, but also see the point of the confusion, right? We got karma, cause and effect here, consequences. So just karmic ties for both of you, and why this was so like shrouded in darkness, so veiled, so elusive. A little more, please, Spirit. That was not as enlightening as I thought that it was going to be. How you see them, how you see this connection. Like, clearly you see this as, like, karmic, and that's a good thing. Literally, I say clearly you see this as karmic, and intuition and past life came out. It's like past life coming out again, confirming that these were repeated patterns for both of you that you needed to learn from, that deep down you knew, but your wounds kind of got in the way of you being able to acknowledge that. And that these are karmic lessons that you both are closing out here with realizations. It's like you knew the entire time. That light bulb moment. As I say, that light bulb moment of understanding. You knew this isn't this entire time, but you had to go through this. It was just necessary. Part of your journey. Part of your journey. So let's see. We're gonna get 3 of these and then tarot. So Divine Spirit, what is the potential future for this connection? Right? Them opening up their hearts, learning from their karmic mistakes. Right, I just started hearing 1, change of fate, but also like total eclipse of the heart. I asked Spirit, this is a little confusing here. I was about to like kind of wrap up this, but I just, you guys saw me. I just asked Spirit like the potential for this, and it was not pretty, boys and girls. Heart fog. What's that? Shocking, escaping. Let's clarify these, because it again, it could not be what we think. Because this would point to another cycle for you guys, right? With heart fogged here, like that's like blocked emotions, messed up, mixed signals, shocking. I mean, we know what shocking means, but whatever, we'll read the card. Like turmoil, trouble, unexpected, escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. heart fog. Family came out. Blocked emotions over family. But like that, okay, shocking. Because that one like flipped out almost immediately. Okay, only you came out clarifying. It's like, you're the one that I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Came out under shocking. Which that could be. It could be that you don't expect this. In the sense of like, you don't expect how much they desire you, crave you, are attached to you. Through like the distance. Like in spite of the distance. Escaping. Again, we got thinking, missing you, craving, desiring, confirming, escaping. So like they're running away from this. Or there's a need to, avoiding thinking of you. That's got to be the near future here. So, you know, I said that this was the last 3 or 4 weeks that you were having these realizations. But, and I literally just closed it. There were 2 cards sticking out from the deck. Beginnings and Divine Masculine. So almost like with distance, like this new beginning was able to, I don't know. Hold on. I'm confused here. Divine Spirit, what is coming next in this connection? Please and thank you. I might have to pause and cleanse out the decks. Well, you know, maybe not. Good things take time. What's coming next is so we had King of Wands reversed, 7 of Pentacles, the Lovers. The World, a closing of a chapter. Okay, I don't know why that deck was so weird. Because, I mean, to go from, like, the King of Wands reversed to, like, 7 of Pentacles, that would mean that they've been working on themselves. And that would mean that that's why this took as much time as it did. Which makes sense because we had karma come out, right? Consequences of your own actions. You have Lovers, union, harmony, duality. And you got the World. King of Wands reversed. One more for that. Oh, geez. So that was loud and clear. So Judgment was at the bottom of the deck here, right? 2 of Wands clarifying, the King of Wands reversed. But I was like, that's a mighty big leap, right? But as I clarified, Death came out. So complete renewal, abrupt change, total overhaul. Leading to them like having a new spiritual story, a new journey, right? Like seeing things for what they are. Divinely made to see things for how they are. Ooh, this is like divine retribution, like divine justice, divine karma with this Judgment. Like forced change. Like, hey, you're supposed to be on this path. You freaking up, right? So we're gonna rain hell on you, which makes sense for like the Divine Masculine. It's usually external things that are huge tower moments for them that cause them to change and grow and force them to see within, see the destruction that they were causing in their own lives, which leads to them being able to make a change. Because before, like heart fog, they couldn't see through the fog. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, they can see through the veil. And couldn't like see through the veil to like rise to who they are. High priest. Lovers. One more for that, because Seven of Swords came out clarifying that, which I like. Yeah, kind of good, but like it's twice now that's come out. We got the Hermit and the Nine of Swords. It's like they won't tell me. Okay, but Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. Ace of Cups. Offer, opportunity. It's like cowardly, not what it seems, self-interest, anguish, psychological turmoil, but going within. And that's all it's showing me for the future. That's got to be up to y'all then. That's potentially got to play out. That's potentially just got to play out. Whoa, usually Spirit is not this veiled with me. Not with counterpart readings. Let's we'll try one more deck. We were gonna get this deck out anyway, right? Knight of Pentacles, Four of Swords. I mean, a lot of introspection, a lot of going within. This is gonna take time. That's what it is. Knight of Pentacles right there. This is gonna take time as you focus on you, refine your own life and them as I recover from this tower. Divine Spirit, please tell me what's coming next in this connection. It could be you, like on bated breath again, like what is coming next? And maybe that's why they won't tell me, because at the beginning I did say that you were sort of like in this like heavy anticipation, kind of losing your breath, losing sleep over this sort of thing. Maybe you don't need to know. Maybe all you need to know is that you just need to trust and open your heart. This was a long ass message for me to just say trust and open your heart. Literally, Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit. Oh, I can already tell they're still not going to give answers on this. I just got super tired. Nine of Wands. As I live and breathe. Know that the end is near, but you gotta hang on a little bit longer. There's some stuff that you need to focus on here. Queen of Pentacles and the Hermit. Which is funny because I did a message over on my TikTok about, it wasn't love related, it was just about focusing more on what it is that you have going on. And maybe I'm getting like a little, like my mind, because I feel like I mentioned this here, watering your own garden. Ooh. Divine Spirit, how's this person coming in? Right? What's this incoming communication? This rapid communication. You've already seen it. You know. You just need to trust in it. I'm annoyed for you. I'm getting two things here. Conserve your energy, but also like let go of control. Like you don't need to spend your time worrying about this. Just know that an offer's coming. any last things, Divine Spirit? This is 40 minutes of Spirit going, see, that's what happens. Yeah, Page of Cups. Yeah, we're just literally one last card, Spirit. We're going to have to clarify that. Hold on. Well, I mean, that actually might not be bad, the Page of Cups here. Especially given the nature of this message, right? Them learning to view, because you guys are mirrors. You guys are mirrors. This feels intense. I don't know if this is like, that would make sense as to why it was like the only timing card that would come out, and that usually never happens with my counterpart readings. The only timing card that would come out was speaking of the past 3 to 4 weeks. So it's like, now that you know that, and I just did a message again on TikTok about like the week ahead, the energy to handle for the week ahead, and how you need to focus on I just lost it. Excuse me. Ooh, hold on. How it's the aftermath of the full moon in Taurus. So yeah. Because Justice and Judgment came out with that, and it's like, okay, you understand, and it was 4 cups. It's like, so you understand what has kept you apathetic, what has kept you trapped. Now, what are you gonna do about it? Right? Cause and effect, like as within, so without. Right? You know, and it's like this divine, like deliverance. Almost like an ultimatum, but really not, right? And so it's like you both need to sort of take this, take what you've learned over the past 3 or 4 weeks, like I said earlier, and allow it to mold you into like a new person. Cultivate new ways of showing up. And let the old ways collapse. At first I was alarmed with this Tower. And that could also be why you also, why you're not getting any message with this. And like this was a lot for me to say a whole bunch of nothing, because you keep expecting the other shoe to drop. You keep expecting this Tower, not understanding that you need to open up your heart again, and you clearly want to. You're clearly a very nurturing, loving, warm-hearted, like deeply emotional person. So it's like you need to see within and find this within you again, and use that to like cultivate how it is that you move forward, and how it is that you envision like your future. We have the world out. Let the old timelines collapse. Yeah. Justice again. Page of Pentacles, which that already came out. The Devil. You can give into what you want to give into. You can be a slave to whatever it is that you want to be a slave to. Or you can continue to work on the relationship you cultivate with self, and the relationship that you, and like how that affects how you show up in the world authentically, and what is reflected back to you. And that's all I'm getting with that. Okay, Emperor at the bottom of the deck here. T, we love that. Page of Wands. I mean, they're like, it's like they're walking into that, you know, like they're on the edge of grabbing a hold of that. It's like a new energy that's available to them that they finally see. And so now they have to like cultivate, like it has to be cultivated. That they have to grow into that. Yeah. I hope this helped. That was crazy, y'all. That was crazy. I've never had a reading like this. I wanna get more into this perhaps tomorrow. But this just like drained me. So maybe not maybe this just really doesn't need to be your focus. Like you can know that this is coming in for you, but this does not need to be your focus in the slightest. This is draining your energy. You need to go within. You need to nurture yourself. You need to learn how to deal with the emotions that's coming up with this, so that you can embody new emotions. Because you're on the precipice of it. You just have to choose to believe in it and choose to open your heart to it and leave the past in the past. Which I wanted to do a message on forgiveness. King of Pentacles here, T, and you came out Queen of Pentacles. I wanted to do a message on forgiveness as it pertains to counterparts. So this is fun, and I forgot that I wanted to do that. So this coming up is funny. Likely I will do that tomorrow. I love you all so much. You got this.